Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And my question of today is, are you excited about XRP? And also, are you guys also tired of people calling XRP a scam? The reason I am saying this is because I see this so ridiculously often, and Max of the account Max Bitcoin for Georgia asked, what is the biggest scam out there? And with some of the options being Ethereum, Cardano, Tether, and XRP. About, let's say, 14 people voted for XRP because just 22 people voted. And Matt here asked, in what way is XRP a scam? And funny enough, he replied with the SEC lawsuit, which all I can say about this one is let's just ignore all of this and let's just never come back to it. But I guess that's kind of difficult when people are just so misinformed. Now, it also depends on your definition of a scam, because by putting all of these out there, exactly what do you mean with a scam, right? Do you mean the founders are trying to make money on you, which is every single company and everything ever created in existence? Or are you talking about it literally is illegal in all our moral values as well, and they're just literally trying to make you poorer by taking and stealing your money? Exactly. The definition is quite difficult there, because if you're just saying, oh, the founders are trying to make money on you, that's literally with every single thing out there. If you're looking at a company like Apple, they're trying to make money on you. That's their exact purpose. If you're looking at a currency, the US dollar, it's not built so you can have your... Okay, let's not dive too deep into the US dollar and whatnot, but ultimately, most things have a higher benefactor at the top than you. That's basically my point right there. So that's a difficult one, but I would say XP is not a scam. That's again just my opinion, though. If you have a different opinion, that's good, but you're wrong. All right, no, I'm just kidding. All right, Tyler Winklevoss at Tyler on Twitter says, "Don't kill crypto," as his twin brother just said a whole freaking rant here about the regulations that crypto have been having, and it's been rather interesting. I've been doing a little bit of research left and right to kind of dive deeper into this tax bill, and a little bit later today, I definitely will give you guys an update on the vote, as I heard that later tonight it's going to most likely finish itself. At least we're hoping so, because they couldn't conclude it yesterday, which we already expected. But once more, that's going to be talked about a little bit later. Let's quickly cover what Cameron Winklevoss said. Tyler and I founded Gemini 6 years ago with the mission to empower individuals through crypto and to believe that the most vibrant markets in the world are thoroughly regulated. We grew up in the Wild West days of Bitcoin nearly a decade ago and saw firsthand the good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly of a fledgling technology movement trying to find its footing. The promise of Bitcoin and crypto writ large is staggering. It offers the possibility of greater choice, independence, and opportunity for all. But to realize this, we must build and maintain trust in this new asset class, day in, day out. And as such, we have engaged with regulatory stakeholders and lawmakers since day one, and have always strived to ask for permission, not forgiveness. And that's a really critical point you need to understand here. These companies have always wanted to be properly regulated. And I'm not talking about OneCoin, which said, no, we're the most transparent company out there, we're doing it. I'm talking about legitimate companies that we all know are legit, yet still haven't gotten the proper treating from the US SEC. Building a startup on the front. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what happened right there. The recording just stopped. But I was saying building a startup on the frontier of crypto involves great uncertainty. Often we find ourselves trying to make sense of and building to regulations and laws that were authored decades ago that predate the commercial internet. So, when new laws are introduced, we welcome the opportunity to engage with lawmakers and provide constructive feedback to help ensure suitability and create clarity for companies and innovators on the frontier while satisfying the original intent of said law. We want to avoid laws that feel like a square peg in a round hole. This brings us to the infrastructure bill currently before Congress, which includes a provision related to crypto tax reporting obligations for brokers, as a crypto platform, Gemini is able to comply with these broker obligations and finds them entirely reasonable. However, the infrastructure bill proposes a definition for broker that includes software developers, node operators, miners, and others. these firms cannot practically comply with crypto tax reporting obligations because they don't have the requisite information to do so. Imposing crypto tax reporting obligations on software developers, node operators, miners, and others who can simply not do that may very well push them to leave the US for other jurisdictions. This is obviously bad for America. And so the conclusion here is there's been a couple of amendments to this bill. And as it currently stands, if this bill, without the amendment, would come in, it would be a lose-lose to everybody. Every single person out there. It would not be good. It would be bad for the United States. It would be bad for the people. It would be bad for everything. If there were to be an amendment, it depends on which one. If it is the proposed amendment that Biden backs, would be very bad, because that basically means proof of stake and all that sort is still bad. And also, like some of these exchange founders have noted, like Brian Armstrong too, if they're handpicking the exceptions instead of going for the opposite of picking the ones where it applies to, it's going to be so difficult to eventually all these newer technologies also include those in the bill. And so piece by piece, innovators and people in the crypto space will leave the United States. And I find it so crucially important to cover here that Ripple/XRP has been talking about this for so long. The community here has brought this up for the last couple of months now, time and time again. I've made so many videos explaining to people how the US needs to create a level playing field or innovators are going to leave, and it's happening right as we speak, yet nobody gave notice. It's only when a couple of months ago they wanted to get a new bill in there which would make exchanges basically need all the KYC of the wallet you would want to withdraw to, and also now. That's the second time now. Yet, they're not really backing Ripple too much, at least I'm not seeing it too much. And I think that's a really crucial flaw / interesting point, I'm not exactly sure where to put it, as to the fact that they only are after it when it hurts themselves or they understand that crypto is going down all the way. But the first kind of the signs of it, they didn't want to take. It's like they've been warned. This Ripple case was already the warning that the US is having some crazy stance upon crypto. Nobody took it seriously, though. It's only now that they're really starting to put it in a bill that people are like, oh, my days, oh, okay, it's getting serious now. Let's start to do something. They had so many months to kind of come at Ripple's defense and say, yeah, this is not good. They're trying to pick winners and losers. Ripple has said this multiple times. I find it so critically important to kind of cover that. Now, having said that, guys, make sure you press that like button if you are enjoying these daily uploads. If you're enjoying these freaking 4 times a day updates on crypto. And if you're a supporter of just true, fair crypto, I don't know exactly how to put it. What's happening right now, man, it doesn't suit me. It's not good. Then $300 billion crypto price boom. Bitcoin is suddenly soaring towards $50,000 as Ethereum, BNB, Cardano, XRP, Dogecoin, and Uniswap surge. Well, I guess I can say I'm excited about the prices, yet today has been a little bit more of a negative day. What I mean with that is, well, the last couple of days have been beautifully good. Oh, it's starting to rain again. I have to hurry up, I guess. Beautifully good, yet I think this dump that's about to happen right now, potentially, people are going to attribute it to the huge FUD about this bill. And theoretically speaking, if the amendment that we did not like gets put into place today or tomorrow, that could be another bearish factor. So if I had to make a choice, I would say short term right now is not looking that good. Longer term, it does not matter. I told you guys before, things will get a whole lot worse before it's going to get a whole lot better. And I still believe in that right now as we speak, because this bill, I can't really pick any good words for it unless the right amendment gets chosen. But there's also been something interesting going on. For example, I've been seeing a lot of really beautiful things coming up, like beautiful announcements, like that are good, yet it gets a lot of downvotes or a lot of negativity. Even on my videos here on YouTube, when I'm doing nothing but giving you guys updates in a positive sense, even on my second channel, I had no ads, I didn't ask you guys for anything, I didn't do nothing, people still dislike the video every here and there. And these videos often get a ton of dislikes, and I sometimes wonder exactly what people are not happy about or what they don't like. When we just talk about what's going on in a positive limelight, there's just a lot of people who want to hate on crypto for no real good reason, or hate on a specific crypto. I don't get exactly why, but here as well, Standard Chartered's crypto brokerage arm Zodiac Custody announced plans to offer its services to institutional investors in Ireland. Recently, in July, Standard Chartered, along with Northern Trust, received regulatory approval from the Financial Conduct Authority for Zodiac Custody, a digital asset joint venture operation. It was formed to offer commercial services to clients and point being here, I mean, it's good, right? What negative can you say? Yet a lot of downvotes. Why? What for? You could say because it's competition. You might say because what? I don't know. Somebody else asked, what's the reason for all these bearish ratings? Why are people not seeing it as a good thing? Why are people calling caution? It's only positive. I can't see anything negative about it. Bunch of scared shorts trying to manipulate the prices. In reality, probably one guy with multiple alt accounts. I don't know. Manipulation? Maybe the article itself is. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm seeing only positive things here. And then for this one as well, SEC chairman calls on U.S. Congress to grant increased crypto oversight. The U.S. SEC chairman has called upon Congress for additional legislative authority in order to protect crypto asset investors. Speaking at the Aspen Security Forum a little while ago, a couple of days ago, I think the 3rd of August, SEC Chair Gary Gensler outlined his view on digital assets in the crypto industry, saying that investors needed more protection. Gensler, who thought, of course, on blockchain, yada, yada. And Mozart is already putting here, weekend FUD alive in 3, 2, 1. As once more, guys, I'm a little bit afraid that people are going to see this a little bit more negatively now over the next couple of hours, as more FUD is going to come out about this amendment. We've already seen, I guess, the worst in terms of the proposal, and that's all been out of the way, but the real conclusion might come soon, and that's why people are saying, act, act, act. I'm seeing a lot of people say they'll go independent and file it down. I'm not exactly sure what that means yet. I already have a couple of articles open, though, to read about it, but I see a lot of people say we're going independent to make sure we get our vote in on this amendment and something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll read into it. Don't worry about it. And yeah, all I can say is, well, good, because I also want it to be fixed. Still, our trade is doing good. I can't really complain. XRP is looking quite juicy. We saw once more, as I said before, our first high, our first higher low, our second high potentially here. If we fell back down, it wouldn't even be too bad. I'm hoping, however, that XRP closes just a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher, same thing for Bitcoin, but we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Then XRP Crypto Wolf posted something which I want you guys' opinion on. Whenever XRP is going up, the whole community should be tweeting about it to pump the price. I want you guys' opinion on this one. Do you agree that if XRP goes up a little bit, that every single person should talk about it, should start going crazy and something like that to make sure the price goes up? Or do you think that's not the way to go about it? I'm going to say it two ways. One side, this is market manipulation, yet it's allowed. Then again, it's also market manipulation that's not allowed. Why? Well, bundling everybody together and doing something that, you know, like for example, the February 1st pump, that's not allowed because you're trying to pump the market. Basically, it's going to be a pump and up. Everybody knows that. Then again, by everybody talking about it once something happens, that's completely allowed because that's logical. Yet again, I mean, why would this be very logical? I don't really get that, and why would it be a goal? I ultimately think that such a short-term price that people sometimes want is actually not really that good for the longer term at all. It's just a short-term little thing that people get excited for. But let's say, for example, the price pumps up, right? And it goes to, let's say, about $1.44. If you do all your pumping up, do all the talking, and it goes to $1.55, would that really be that better? Or let's say it is not an important resistance like $1.50, but it goes from $1.41 to about $1.49. Have you really gotten that much more now? If you're not going to cash out, then what does it matter? Nothing, right? All we did is now show people that this market is easy to manipulate, which is not necessarily the nice. And I keep telling people, I'm here for a longer term. I'm not here for a couple of dollars, not here for $1 per XRP, not here for $2 per XRP. No, we're here for the bigger run. And I think that by this type of tweeting, it ain't going to help, especially in the lawsuit. It's not going to help because XRP should follow Bitcoin to a certain degree and eventually decouple from its utility, not because of this type of stuff. Once more, that's just my opinion, though. I can't really figure out exactly why this would be a good thing. But yeah. Guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. I think we covered everything. Yeah, we did. All right, that was it. See you guys again in another one, and take care, everybody.